8 years ago today, I posted my first YouTube video ever. It was a car meet, I think. I was with some friends, and it was kind of like a mock vlog. There was a little montage at the beginning. It was super mediocre. The video was terrible. The video quality was horrible. It brought back a lot of memories, seeing all the different people in there and looking at my old editing style and all of those things. It was really, really, really cool to look back on and think about what has happened over the last 8 years since then. After a few minutes though, that like cool kind of nostalgic feeling wore off and more of a feeling of regret hit me. And you might be thinking, Payam, why would you have a sense of regret? Why would you be regretting anything, given the fact that I've genuinely lived a really fun, cool life? All the events that I've gotten to work, all the countless number of festivals that I've been to and worked, hosting an event at Miami Music Week, working production at Coachella the first time I'd ever been to Coachella, all of the artists that I know, my best friend being an artist manager, all of the artists that are touring the world and touring the country, and all of the studio sessions I've been involved in, being involved with building out a studio, all these cool creative things, even down to the volunteer work, man. I'm so grateful for the fact that I've had the opportunity to be a part of the volunteer program that I've been a part of for 7-8 years now, and those are all incredible things. But the regret set in when I looked back at the fact that it's been 8 years, and almost every day for 8 years, I've thought about the fact that I want to create more. In fact, enough that I got it tattooed on me. On this sleeve, the words create more are right there. I regret the fact that I've been sitting on the sidelines of the two things that I think about the absolute most for the last 8-9 years. 8 years ago was my first YouTube video. About 9 years ago is when I started working events and getting involved with EDM in general. 15 years ago now was when I first got involved with music in the first place. Little known Payam lore, but I used to be the singer in a cover band, and we did Sum 41 covers and things like that. And it's been almost every day, if not every day, every other day, that I've thought about those two things in some capacity or another. I've thought about what it would have been like to document my life and what it would have been like to have started building a real music career or attempting to build a music career 10 years ago, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 years ago. I think about guys like Max Tuning, who've spent the last 10 years documenting their life and how incredible of a story he has to tell and show to his upcoming son. Sitting here at 28, I regret the fact that I haven't taken charge of my own life. That's how I feel. It's a real internal challenge that I have, and I'm just tired of sitting on the sidelines because of all of the different thoughts that are going on in my head. How are you going to deal with the comments that you might get on YouTube? What are your old friends going to think about you posting this stuff and pursuing these careers? What is family going to think of you? Just all of those different things. They're all things that have held me back from doing the things that I want to do. And now I'm sitting here looking back on 8 years ago, wishing that I had done more of listening to myself and actually chasing the things that I want to chase. If it keeps calling, it's probably your calling. Over the last 8 weeks, I've been working with a guy named Chris Alba. I first learned about through his YouTube videos, the Neighborhood Art Supply, and then I found out that through my artist manager, best friend Jason, and a couple of the other artists that he works with, that there was a personal connection there, right? People that I know have worked with him. So I reached out and I decided to work with him, and over the last 8 weeks, we did what he calls brand therapy, where we talk about, what is your brand as an artist and what do you want to portray and what story are you telling here and all of those different kinds of things. And to me, honestly, it felt more like actual therapy than it did brand therapy. And it's funny that our final week was last Tuesday, and that lined up with what is now today, Tuesday, when I'm filming this. This is the 8-year mark from that first YouTube video. I thought that was hysterical because at the end of it all, outside of the visuals and understanding some of the nuances of building a brand and stuff like that, him and I really agreed on the fact that I just want to document. I want to show this process. I want to share everything that I possibly can share with everyone about what this is like. Not holding back any of the connections that I already have in the world, not holding back on any of the information that I have, about, you know, this industry, and just not holding back anything at all. To the best of my ability, showing absolutely everything that I can show, and just documenting life and what this is. Serendipity is a hell of a thing, and here I am spinning this back up again 8 years later with one goal and one goal only, and that's to share all of this with you guys, to share all of this with whoever it is on the other side of the camera, whether it's my future kids or some random person in India who decided they want to be a DJ too. This is the start of that journey. This is a marker moment for me. You know, I've been DJing for maybe a year and a half now. I've been producing for 7-8 months now, but this is me showing you guys everything. I'm going to show you guys everything. And I just want to stop regretting not chasing the things that are calling to me, to be completely honest. So yeah, this is that first video. I have a production session later tonight with my buddy Basic. I have a couple admin style things that I need to do for a couple other projects that are in the works. We have our charity pool party event, the final one ever, our final splashdown, something that we've worked on for 9 years now. It's the last one that we're going to be hosting is this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to have a hell of a weekend because we have to do setup for that event. We have to go pick everything up, all the trussing, the sound equipment, everything like that on Thursday. Set up on Friday, decor Saturday, party Saturday, and then clean up on Sunday. We also have an after party on Saturday at Almost Famous with one of our surprise headliners. So it's a jam-packed weekend. Yeah, guys, this is, you know, I know I started this video off on a real somber note, but like I genuinely was upset looking back on those videos. I had maybe a minute or two of, wow, that's really cool. And then the rest of it was just, damn, dude, you really done nothing with this. Like, you really have not chased the things that you want to chase or the things that matter to you. You haven't lived up to what you say you want to do. There it is, guys. That's where I'm at. Man, I just want to create stuff. All right, so we are about to pull up to Ryan's house. He goes by the name of Basic. We don't have anything planned today. We're not working on anything specific. We don't have any tracks together. I've actually never produced with him before in my life. My goal right now specifically is just to spend as much time around as many different producers as I possibly can, because I want to learn their tricks of the trade. I want to learn their workflows. It's all of those things that seem like they're holding me back at the moment. And Ryan's been a friend for a long time. Super, super nice guy, super chill dude. He and another artist from Arizona debuted a song on one of the main stages at an Arizona festival not long ago. So I know there's things that I can learn from him, and I kind of just want to hang out with a homie. So we're going to pull up to his house and see what we can get working on. Yeah, most everything I've been making lately is like 128, 132 range. Yep. Like, I'm definitely on the heavier side, so it kind of electro tech type stuff.
Okay, because I've been going to like the one that's always been, I've been taking pieces from everybody. So like Cream, Martin Garrix, like his like bass house kind of stuff, like that stamp kind of like sound, those detuned hollow like flute sounds is what I've been driving a lot lately.
Flashing lights, 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 lights. Flashing lights, 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 lights. Flashing lights, 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 lights. Flashing lights, lights, lights.
She don't believe in shooting stars.
Like, I know there needs to be some kind of a stab in between those.
Yeah,
like
something.
box stab.
We can work on this too if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
What's those in a new apartment? Couture from the store's apartments.
Sounds good.
You more like a love star shit. I'm more of the trips to Florida, ordered the hors d'oeuvre views of the water, straight from a page of your favorite author.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Something like that.
Flashing
But like yeah, this track like, because that's what I would probably do. Not too much, because it's perfect for just like little stabs like that. You know what I mean? Because this bass line is fucking sick. That's
Yeah,
what I
the
want
bass
to
line
You know what I
goes
mean?
crazy.
The drums sound fantastic. So I would just do a little, like, just me personally, I'm not saying do it, but like, I'll just do a little stuff like that. So before I used to do the melody and then try and find everything to match. And Josh at one point was like, why do you do it that way? And I was like, I don't know, I'm very melody driven with my stuff. And he's like, not that it's wrong, but that's like,
Taking the hard way around it.
oh yeah, he's like, because you're just throwing it, and then once you find something, then you gotta find something to fit it, and then you're gonna have to maybe alter, which means change it. He's like, do this, try doing the vocal, then the bass line, so that you can follow, because you're gonna follow the bass line with the vocal, and then have this one go back.
Flashing.
So I'm gonna do some here. And if I'm overdoing it, let me know.
No,
So,
dude,
two,
there's
two.
no
Sorry, guys.
no such thing. No such thing. Cooking.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
I like this pack though.
Kick bass selection.
This is Ryan, by the way. Sorry, we're paying attention to this,
No,
not
yeah.
you guys. My bad.
Cooking. All right, let's see.